Hi kiddos, welcome back. So this week, Miss Lori chose this one. We're gonna break this book into like two parts because it's kind of long. Okay, so we're gonna read about butterflies for 2 weeks. So this one is called The Great Migrations, about butterflies. And then this book, the author is Laura Marsh. Yep, the book that we read last week is also written by Laura Marsh, right? The bees. All right, here we go. On the move. When animals travel from one region or habitat to another, it is called migration. Okay, what does migration mean? In one easy word. Yes, move, right? They're moving. Okay. Animals migrate in search of food or a mate. Migration helps animals survive on Earth. Many animals migrate. The monarch butterfly is one of them. And the cool part about the nonfiction books is sometimes they'll give you like these boxes, and then they'll show you the meaning of the words. Okay. Migration. Moving from one region of habitat to another for food or mate. Mate. What is a mate? Either a male or female in a pair. Most animals need a mate to have babies. Amazing monarchs. What insect is black and orange and flies the farthest of any on Earth? You guessed it, a monarch butterfly. Monarch butterflies migrate 2,000 to 3,000 miles. They travel to the forest of Mexico from the United States and Canada and back every year. Since butterflies are so small, a mile is much farther for them than for people. A butterfly's 2,800-mile trip is like a person traveling 275,000 miles. That's like walking around Earth 11 times. Those were big numbers, huh? Okay, so let's look at it. So 2,000 and 3,000 right on the top. And then there's 2,800 miles. And then this is 275,000 miles. Okay, mighty big trip. Okay, monarch caterpillars get oxygen through holes in the side of their bodies. Two monarch populations. The western population migrates along the Pacific coast of the United States. The eastern population migrates east of the Rocky Mountains in the United States and Canada all the way to Mexico. This book is about the eastern population. All right, so this is a map, and it's very it's a usual thing in the nonfiction books, because a lot of times they want to show you where these the habitats are, or where they're from, where the animals are from. Okay, so from this map you can see they differentiate the different colors by yellow and red. Okay, so earlier when we were reading, it says the Rocky Mountain, right? So anything on this side is called the western migration, right? Anything on this side is called the eastern migration. All right. It is winter in the Oyamo forest of Mexico. Clusters of butterflies make the trees look orange. There are so many butterflies. They could cover 11 football fields. Here, the monarchs rest and wait for spring. Can you see? Those look like leaves, right? But they are actually butterflies. Okay. Antennas give butterflies a sense of smell. So it's acting like they're what? Yeah, their nose. Good. All right. In the spring, swarms of newly awakened monarch covers the tree and flies through the air. Millions of monarchs are ready to leave Mexico. Okay. Need to lead. The female monarch lead the butterflies north from Mexico. Their parents cannot guide them. They died soon after the eggs were laid. How do these butterflies know where to go? The monarchs know where to go by instinct. Sunlight signal them to migrate. Scientists believe that sunlight also helps guide them. Okay? And then this is another word, instinct. What does instinct mean? It means behavior that animals are born knowing how to do. I don't know if you ever had those kind of feelings. Like sometimes you're leaving the house trying to do something, and then you're like, should I bring an umbrella? I mean, it could be looking, sunny outside, and for some reason, something just popped in your head and say, maybe I should bring my umbrella. And then you brought it, right? And then it started to rain. That's like an instinct. It takes the whole family. Each year, the monarch's migration takes several generations. 3 or 4 generations complete the trip north, but only one generation makes the return trip south. That means that if you started the journey, your great-great-grandchildren would finish it. How does this work? Okay, so now it explains generations. Generation means time it takes for a living thing to grow up and reproduce. So what's a generation? So your grandparents is a generation, your parents is another generation, and then you, and then when you grow up and if you have kids, that's the 4th generation. All right. The first 3 or 4 generations live 2 to 6 weeks as adult butterflies, 2 to 6 weeks. During the spring, the first generation hatches in the south. They fly north as far as they can, then they lay eggs and later die. The second generation continues the journey, lays eggs and dies. The third and sometimes 4th generation hatch through the spring and summer. They finish journey north. Okay. Adult appears to have 4 legs, but they really have 6. Their 2 front legs are small. They are curled up and hard to see. How many legs does the butterflies have? The monarchs? 6. Yay, good. Okay, so here's another map. It's showing you how how far they can go, right? So this is the first generation. They fly as far as they can. And then there's the second, and then the third, and then they reach, oh, sorry, I'm going the other way. It's cool. At the end of the summer, a special super generation hatches. These butterflies live 6 to 9 months. Okay, who remembers how many weeks, not months, how many weeks did the first through the 3rd generation live? Yay, that's right. It's 2 to 6. It says right here, 2 to 6 weeks. Right? Wow, these super generation lives 6 to 9 months, much longer than the generations before it. In the fall, when it gets colder in the north, the monarch flies south. They fly all the way back to Oyamo Forest in Mexico. This takes about 2 months. 2 months. It is long and dangerous journey. Ooh, what is danger? Okay, let's look at what is dangerous to the monarch butterflies. Predators. Migrating butterflies make a delicious snack for many predators. To keep enemies away, monarch has built-in protection. Okay, so what is a predator? A predator is an animal that eats other animals. Okay, and then we're going to talk about toxin. What is toxin? A poison from a living thing is a toxin. Monarch predators include spiders, black-eared mice, praying mantis, fire ants, and birds such as orioles and grosbeaks. Okay. Milkweed has toxins in it. When monarch caterpillars eat milkweed, it makes their skin poisonous. It even tastes bad. This keeps predators away. Okay, what's a milkweed? A milkweed is a flowering plant with milky juice. Okay, But some predators can withstand the toxin or feed on monarchs without eating their skin. Okay, so I'm going to bring up the, close to praying mantis looks like that. Fire ants looks like that. Okay, and then there's the orioles. Those are the birds. And that looks like a very scary spider. Okay, cold temperatures. Monarchs need warm temperatures to fly. When temperatures get too low, monarchs will die. Wind and rain. Butterflies flock to the trees for shelter during high winds and rain. They cannot fly during bad weather. Okay, how deadly. A rainstorm with low temperatures killed as many as 250 million monarchs in Mexico in 2002. An estimated 80% of the butterflies died at one of the mountain sanctuaries. Wow, okay. So they don't like cold weather. Okay. Tiring travel. Did you know that migrating monarchs can fly up to 30 miles per hour? That's about 3 times faster than we can run. 3 times. Monarchs usually fly 50 to 100 miles a day when they are migrating. But the farthest record monarch travel is 265 miles in one day. Okay? Phew, that's tiring just to think about it. Okay, so the author showed you, okay, from Philadelphia to Boston is 270 miles. Okay, so I'll give you another idea. So from here to Los Angeles, okay, Disneyland is about 370 miles. Okay, so that's like 100 miles further. So usually it takes us, I think, 5 to 6 hours to drive if we're going pretty fast to LA. About 6 hours, 7 hours sometimes. So can you imagine? So that's like what? Minus 100 miles, about 4 hours. Monarch tracking. Scientists learn about monarchs by tracking them. Small tags are put on monarchs' wings. If a tagged butterfly is caught, the tag number, date, and place are entered into a website. Then scientists know how many miles the butterfly flew. They also know how long it took. You can help tag monarchs too. To find out more, go to www.monarchwatch.org. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up close, and I'll put that in the comment also if you guys are interested to learn more about it, okay? In the winter, monarchs rest from their long journey. They wake in the spring, lay their eggs, and die soon after. When the eggs hatch, a new first generation begins again. This generation will start the journey north. All right, so we're going to finish this part, okay, today. And then Miss Lori will start with from egg to butterfly for the next one. All right, I will see you next time. Bye, kiddos.